Hello, 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 my friends. I am Mary Elizabeth, and I am just like you. I am a mom, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a widow, I'm a teacher, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, but most importantly, I am the voice of we, the oneness of all things, God, if you please. And I am here in this moment in time to answer your questions, to bring through clarity, to help you expand into the light of your truth. So today we're answering some questions from our audience, and we are happy to be here in your energy. First of all, there is always an answer that will come through to any question you ask. And sometimes people will say, well, I ask a question and I hear nothing at all. That is an answer. That is an answer. If you hear nothing, it just means wait. The time is not now. But how do you ask the right questions? You ask the question not overall for the bigger picture, but instead for what is next. How do I move forward from here? What is my next space of energy to be? And when you ask that question, the universe will bring you an answer that's easy, an answer that's a yes, no, an answer that's a simple, gentle response. But the moment you start thinking, which many of you do, when the universe answers you, you have a tendency to go, can't be that easy. That can't be that simple. What do you mean? What does that mean? What is it going to bring? Blah, 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 blah. The moment you catch yourself in the spin, overanalyzing, overthinking, you are allowing your brain to take control. You are allowing the voice of your programmed experiences to take control. That voice, M.E calls Fred. And Fred, you see, is an energy that will keep you in the spin. Fred's sole purpose is to protect you, but it can only protect you from what you have known to be true. So it will always replay the possibilities instead of from a perspective of new, tainted from the perspective of what used to be. So instead of allowing yourself to overthink and get caught in that energy where you are constantly questioning, just stop and breathe. When you hear an answer, it may not make sense to you, but stop and say, okay, show me again what my next step should be. And then pay attention for what comes into your path with ease. We may have said the answer will come through, and then you try to figure out how will it be. But when you stop and say, show me the next step, suddenly your phone will ring and somebody says to you, I have an opportunity for you to do this. Would you be willing to? Instead of saying, no, I'm waiting for, you just say yes to the open door. Always say yes to the open door that the universe brings, and allow yourself to understand the questions you ask will always be answered, just not always in the way that you originally perceive. The moment you can let go and just step into flow, life becomes so much easier for you. And as it does, you will begin to see the true light of your own divinity. So we thank you for that question today. And if you have more questions about what we just said, or there are other things you would like to speak to us about, please reach out. You can do so via email at onewithwe@gmail.com, or reach out to M.E on her website at www.IamMaryElizabeth.me, or you can leave a comment below with the question you see, or if there's a point of clarity that you need us to address, and we will do that for you. But while you are here, please be sure to subscribe and like so that others can see the same message that you just saw with ease. And allow yourself to share if you are inspired to, because that is why we are all here, to uplift and unite, because you must always remember, we are one, and together we will uplift and save humanity.